We have here the gorgeous Robin Givens. Let's see what she has for us. Robin Givens practically smolders in this soft and sexy style. To achieve Robin's extended look, tresses are curled down the shaft with a curling iron and combed through. Hair is then pulled away from the face loosely and held in place with a filmy scarf. Allow some tendrils to fall forward gently, drawing attention to subtle makeup in shades of rose and peach. And off the shoulder top adds the finishing touch. So she wasn't head of the class, but I got to know her through the movie Boomerang. And then later I realized that she was married to Mike Tyson and all the scandal that had to give us. But, I knew her like from the movie Boomerang. Like she played the heck out of that role. She was a player, the female player of what's his name? Eddie Murphy. Okay, so we have Jackie. Jackie. We had Jack Hay from 227 here. And she also played the mother on Sister Sister. The Tim Tamara, the two twin sisters. So Jack Hay proves again that she is one very sophisticated and glamorous lady. Here she shows off her unique style with this feminine cut. Length is close back of the face at sides and relaxed layers at crown or curl using a medium-sized barrel curling iron. Leave a bit of crown loose to form a soft face framing fringe. Add lift and volume at the top with a pick and a little spray. And an evening suit in a vibrant color with simple lines accented by a matching feather boa completes Jack Hayes' look. Jack Hayes' look. Yeah, she was also fashionable and fun. She was so much fun. So, ladies, regarding all these leave-in sprays, remember that they're full of alcohol. They're drying out alcohol. So, like, if you're gonna do that, make sure that that's just like for special occasions. But try to use moisture. That has a lot of moisturizing ingredients like argan oil, coconut oil, and things of that nature in these hairsprays. If anything, like as Black woman, like hairsprays wasn't my thing. Like maybe I would admit that I did use some spritz back in the days, but then once I noticed that they would dry out my hair, I stopped using them. Here we have like a bevy of gorgeous Black beauties from Vanessa Williams and Pebbles and Whitney Houston. So Vanessa Williams was our very first Black Miss America. And here, Vanessa Williams loves the effect of sensuous, softly tousled hair. To get this look, celebrity stylist Andre Walker suggests getting a relaxed bob cut. Using a blow dryer spray and a flat brush, tilt head forward and brush hair well. Tilt head back and tease different sections while spraying tendrils with spritz for hold. So that's our gorgeous Vanessa Williams representing. Now here we have the beautiful Whitney Houston. So Whitney Houston proves that a tux doesn't just have to be for him. White jacket and matching bustier go formal with the addition of a smart bow tie to a bare neckline. Style the upswept tresses by using a curling iron at the ends. Then gently pull curls out for volume. Complete the look with pearlescent makeup. I've always loved me some Whitney Houston. Love her beautiful songs. The greatest love of all. Of course, I will always love you. You give good love to me. Hit after hit after hit. Yeah, she was dubbed the voice. The voice. I don't know if it was Oprah Winfrey who dubbed her the voice, but yeah, she had quite a voice. This is what you call a legend. And this was also inspirational. As a little Black girl, this was so inspirational to see this gorgeous, talented Black woman representing in these magazines. So it's not just modeling, pictures and hair pictures. It inspired me that, a Black woman could make it to these levels, So we have Pebbles. Pebbles' long locks are the main attraction in this decidedly sexy yet simple evening look. To achieve wet set tresses all over on small rollers. When dry, remove and lift out into a bevy of voluminous ringlets. With a look this striking, all you need is one fabulous accessory. Here, Pebbles chose an oversized link bracelet, perfect for evening rides in a Mercedes. So they're talking about the famous Mercedes song she had. Do you wanna ride in my Mercedes, boy? Remember? Yeah. And yeah, that she was the TLC manager, something like that. Yeah, there was a scandal going on between Pebbles and TLC. But we're concentrating on the hair here in 1989. So Anne Marie Johnson, who knows who Anne Marie Johnson was or is? Yeah. Well, she played Roger's wife in What's Happening. When they grew up on What's Happening. Anne Marie Johnson. She also made appearances on In Living Color. So here, Anne Marie Johnson's flirty locks are styled by setting layered shoulder grazing tresses on medium to small size rollers and then gently combing out. Leave a few waves up at the top for fullness and tuck hair behind one ear for a coquettish feel. And don't forget those earrings. This style is perfect for showcasing one-of-a-kind accessories. Yeah. Okay. So Anne Marie Johnson, she was the light skinned black chick. Yeah. I loved her hair. It was so full. She Her hair was relaxed, I believe. Yeah. Oh, these are our gorgeous black ladies representing the 1989 hairstyles. Yeah. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Hair hemline presenting a preview of some salon styles here. Look at that. Like you bring these magazines, right, to your hairstylist, and hopefully they can match the same hairstyle, give you the same hairstyle. And you come out that salon looking fly. So we got Florence Griffith Joyner here, the track star, Olympic athlete Florence Griffith Joyner. Yes, she did her thing. Rest in peace to her because she passed away a while ago. But yeah, as a black woman, she did her thing in the sports. In the sports. This is her diet plan here. It was interesting to read through it. A 7-day diet plan. And she was sharing here. More ads. Okay, this is for hair colors. From Dark and Lovely. So I would personally choose the Dark and Lovely hair colors. Chic and in control. Nice, simple, professional look. I guess for the office and stuff. Okay. Cynthia Taylor here. She gives some hair advice here. And, skincare advice as well. Beauty advice. And here we are looking at the hairstyles guide from 1989. And as well as makeup looks. And we're just gonna take a look at all these pages together. And you get a lot of tips here, how, even down to what to wear to accentuate your style, like these hats and stuff, and the right colors, the right color clothing. I hope so far you ladies are enjoying, this flip through with me. uh, I hope it takes you back as well. Back to the good old days. As you can see, very, very little hair extensions and weaves, ladies. This was our real hair. We did what we could with our real hair, and this is it. This was it. We looked at fresh, beautiful, stunning, whether we were relaxed or natural. We did our thing with our real hair, the one that grew out straight from the roots, straight from the roots. We had some good hair products back then, to make it work too. Yeah, you see, there is no weaving here. Very, very little weaving. If you see a weave, it was like so rare. I mean, it was starting to pop off, but not like it is today. It's nothing like it is today. It's like night and day. 1989 to 2025 is like night and day, as you can see. This was with barrel curling irons or the sponge rollers or the Velcro rollers, or just a simple wrap. But it was our hair, whether it was ear length or shoulder length, but it was our hair. Mm. hmm It was a lot of using curling irons back then, which I did as well, but especially in my early 20s, in my mid teens to early 20s, which is, it gets damaging because you use it every single day. So that was the bad thing about it. But then when I discovered that roller setting my hair was so much healthier because, putting heat in the hair all the time is going to create heat damage and ruin your hair. So if you're gonna use heat, it has to be sparingly, ladies, sparingly, and with the right products, for heat protection. I love that one. I love that one. She got highlights in her hair. Mhm. Ear length, ear length, but it's our hair, ladies. Just understand that it's our hair that we're working with and making it work. Workout, look. There's some breaking into the biz advice as well. And this is the last page of the hairstyles guide. You see, we were wearing our hair proudly, modeling it proudly for the whole nation to see. You know, we were fierce, whether it was short, medium length, or long. We got on the road to success with Fenty Valdez here. I don't know who she is, but she's here. In 1989, a beautiful rising star who has been featured in numerous television commercials, major motion pictures, and plays, shares her secrets to great hair, glowing skin, and a svelte figure. This is Venti Valdez. How to recreate this smashing hairstyle modeled by Venti Valdez, wet, set, relaxed mane on medium-sized rollers. Good idea. When dry, remove and comb and finger curls through from front hairline back to nape. Okay, that seems simple. Just a roller set style, ladies, roller setting styles. See, we got the wrap, like I told you. Whether we're wrapping our hair, roller setting our hair, we're using our real hair. And look at how gorgeous it is. Look at how stunning, gorgeous it is. So what we have to do is relearn, like we relearn how to take care of our real hair. Once again, ladies, with the right products. Okay. And we can sport our real hair. We can stop wearing so much lace fronts and fake hair and enjoy our real hair. Sunny. Simplicity at its best. Dwayne Perry for the Cynthia Taylor Salon. He created that chin length look. Okay, these were regular models or readers that were competing, I guess. It was some type of modeling hair competition. And these are the winners. Look at the stunning, gorgeous black ladies, ladies. Kevin Davis creates volume and even more volume with this sophisticated look. A bevy of curls and waves form a backdrop of classic features and bare shoulders. Coming in at a close second is Yvette Coco's modified bob. That is as professional as it is elegant. Okay, I think this was a modeling competition with the stylist. Soft and free. Okay. Soft and free total look styling contest. That's what it was. A contest with the soft and free products. Paula Brown on stage beauty. She was a rising star back then. Paula Brown. On the go singer, actress, and dancer Paula Brown doesn't have much time to spare. Okay. That's that's what she was, an actress, or is an actress and dancer. Another gorgeous, beautiful black lady representing. Rejoice, rejoice. We have here Shari Heatley, the many moons of Shari Heatley. How does Coming to America's reigning queen keep her crowning glory beautiful? Her stylist tells you how. Well, she was an actress on the Coming to America movie with Eddie Murphy. That was her in 1989. After signing with the Ford agency and succeeding in the highly competitive fashion industry, Shari became a top model and has appeared in commercials and in almost every major magazine, from 17 and Young Miss to Mademoiselle and Glamour. Congratulations, Shari, representing Black Beauty, gorgeous Black Beauty, and movie star. Wow, awesome. Look at this stunning color picture of her, Shari Heatley. Another gorgeous style. Elements, artful elements, finishing touches inspired by nature. Isn't this gorgeous, ladies? That's stunning. Look at that gorgeous, natural looking style. More stunning, gorgeous styles. What's hot? Mm-hmm. A private portfolio. As he was the Luster S. Curl man of 1988. Luster S. Curl. A lot of men were using that S curl back in the 80s, looking like Michael Jackson and Prince. Marilyn McCoo. Yeah, she was doing her thing back then as well. She was a host, I believe. Right? And she was part of a group too. This year, Flory Roberts is proud to present Great Inspirations, a collection of makeup colors inspired by the world's most beautiful and accomplished black female celebrities. And the premiere in the series is a ravishing collection of new makeup colors created in the name of Marilyn McCoo, a personality with universal appeal and special warmth. In an interview with Sophisticates Black Hair, the internationally known singer, gold record recording artist, and Grammy Award winner reveals her secrets to keeping fit, fabulous, and successful. Yeah, she was all that in a bag of chips as well. I saw her as a whole, solid gold, I believe. Salt and pepper here, salt and pepper, rapping with the Fly Girls. So their album, How Cool and Vicious, that was like the debut studio album. Okay, and they released that in December 1st, 1986, and it was the first rap album by a female rap act to attain gold and platinum status in the US. So congratulations to these girls. Yes. And that was the album that featured Push It. So I know them, of course, from the song Push It. Push it real good. Dun, 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 dun. And that reached top 20, okay? The top 20 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart. And number 2 in the UK singles chart. And was nominated for Best Rap Performance at the 31st Annual Grammy Awards. So they were all over 1989, 1990, for, I mean, that song, they were breaking barriers back then as a female rap group, to compete with all the male rappers back then. Oh my God, they were breaking barriers. It was amazing. It was just amazing. And I love, their other songs, Expression as well. Express yourself. Da, 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 da. Express. I loved it. So, Hot, Cool, and Vicious, that's the name of their first album, and it's also a phrase that can be applied to one of today's most dynamic rap groups. Salt and Pepper hot because their follow-up album, Assault with a Deadly Pepper, is rapidly attacking the charts. Cool because they make music with a rapid mix of rap, rock, and hip-hop. And Vicious because, hey, these ladies are bad. Churl, James, Salt, Sandy Denton Pepper, and Dee Dee Roper Spinderella are the force behind such chart toppers as the crossover rap hit Push It, and more recently, Shake Your Thing. Oh, wow. I remember having the Black Magic album, and then, of course, later I purchased Very Necessary, where they started singing, where they have the song Shoot and What a Man. But I really remember jamming to the old school, you know, the old school songs. My favorite one was Pepper, by the way. Churl, Salt, James, and Sandy. And of course, since they're in Sophisticated Black Hair, they're gonna be sharing some amazing, hair tips. So back then they were coloring their hair blonde. And then in an updated interview, Salt said that they really messed up coloring their hair blonde because it really, like I be telling you, the blonde color really dries out our hair. So let's see real quick what Salt has to say. Basically, we all do our own hair. Right now, my hair is styled in a short crimp bob, and I've changed my hair color to platinum blonde. As I told you. And down here she says, because of the color, my hair tends to get dry. What did Shima say? The blonde color dries out her hair. And what is Salt saying? Because of the color, my hair tends to get dry. So am I right or am I right, ladies? So it has to be conditioned. I like to use Finesse and Wella Balsam conditioners when I curl my hair at home. So ladies, make sure you're using my Shima Hair Moisturizing Shampoo and my Shima Hair Moisturizing Conditioner. The word moisturizing is not there for nothing. It's to moisturize our hair. Let's see what Peppa has to say. My favorite way to wear my hair is in an asymmetrical bob with the fullness on the left side of my face. It's a shortcut that I blow out and then hot curl. I don't have a particular hairdresser. I usually go to Harlem in New York. They know how to do haircuts. Or if I have a chance, I'll go to Washington, D.C. to have my hair done because they're into hair in D.C. She says she considers her hair normal. I consider my hair normal and I like to condition it every 3 to 4 days. And I also color my hair. Like I said, back then they were all coloring their hair that blondish color. You see, I have a new theme where it's all blonde. And then on the tips, I color it black, which was interesting. Peppa was coloring the tips of her hair black. Spinderella says, my hair is medium length, just above my shoulders. I usually like to wear it in a ponytail. Okay, Spinderella is more simple. Mm. And yes, this was my salt and pepper article here in my Sophisticated Black Hair Guide from 1989. So for the end of the article, Spinderella was saying, basic black is my favorite color. It brings out my features. I wear different colors, but I prefer black. I also wear pastels. How do I relax? Sometimes we can swim at our hotel whenever we get a couple of hours. Otherwise, I do sit-ups either in the hotel room or even in the dressing room. As for diet, you could say we're on a quote unquote diet because they don't put food in our schedule. We like to eat solids. Me and Sandy, we like to eat solids all the time. That's meat and potatoes. All right. During the album Very Necessary back in 93, they were being interviewed while they were exercising on the treadmill and they looked so good. Their bodies were on point. And that's my favorite female rap group, Salt and Pepper. Hope you ladies enjoyed the article as much as I did. Okay, we're in trends here. More gorgeous styles with our natural, gorgeous hair of 1989. Okay, more winners, model search winners. Okay, there's some gorgeous black, beautiful ladies. Okay, I won a model search here. hmm We have Sharon Swenson here. Sharon Swenson, staying in shape. Okay, let's see what we have here. I remember these styles, the one at the top, the crimps and stuff. I crimped my hair once back in school. I was 12 years old, or 13 at most, and I was crimping my hair. And it was like the early 90s. It was 1990, 1991, something like that. It was just a year or 2 years since the 80s left us. So, yeah. But crimping was in style back then as well. Hmm. Sherry Walker, Wanda Smith. Okay. All right. Another home styling guide for us. Step by step instructions. Okay. For looks you can create at home. There go. There go the gorgeous looks. Complete styling instructions to get the looks. From long hair to short hair. Stunning, gorgeous to die for looks. Look at that. Just beautiful and inspiring. I tell you, these magazines inspire the heck out of me. I mean, they kept me motivated. It was a dream to to browse through these magazines. And I just browse. I really invested myself in them. Like they really meant a lot. Because, so few magazines represented us, women of color, majority was always white magazines, Vogue, Mademoiselle, some teen magazines. When I would go into the stores and I would see these magazines, oh, my heart would jump with joy. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. The curly look there. Ah, so beautiful, so stunning. And you see, just another roller set. Ah, I can't get enough of this style. Let's see how to achieve it. Soft gleaming curls are yours alone with this face framing style. Short layers throughout relaxed hair are given added volume and texture by setting locks on electric rollers and then gently lifting up and out to form a halo of curls. Pull a few tendrils forward over the eyes for added interest. Follow with a mist of oil sheen spray to highlight curl definition. Hairstyle created with TCB's Bone Straight Relaxer system. The sheen that I remember using the most came from the Optimum products. I remember just spraying that sheen on to get the gleam, on the hair, the shine. Ah, another gorgeous style, and I love the pose. This, it's a layer short style. This layer's short cut flatters a lovely neck and an elegant bone structure, sure to attract admiring second glances. Tresses are curled using a small barrel curling iron. Locks are then combed through and fluffed out and back for a softening effect. Pull a few wisps toward the forehead to accentuate those eyes. A hairstyle created with Avon products. So as you can see, ladies, these styles can be used, can be created using our real hair. Okay. But if our real hair is damaged, what do we need to do? Repair our real hair. And how do we do that? Moisture, protective styling, gentle handling, ladies. It's just basic tips, but they work. So make sure you get the right motion to the hair. Okay. Remember, SheMyHairCare.com. You can get all of my moisturizing products there. Get that motion to the hair. Oh, look at this wild and sexy look. Wild and sexy. That's the effect you will have with these lengthy locks. Wet set hair on medium rollers and allowed to dry. Gently separate curls with a lift and push tresses out to encourage volume. Let a few strands fall forward to dip over the brow. If your hair needs a little encouragement, try adding hair extensions like these from Braid Weave Artistry. Today, extensions are one answer to achieving a lush full head of hair. So in this case, you can wear extensions, okay? And like I said, back then, in the late 80s and then especially the early 90s, the hair extension, boom was starting, to was starting to become very popular. But it didn't completely take over like it has today. I was just here and there. The majority was us modeling and taking care of our real hair and looking good doing it. Hmm. Turn to shop talk with a professional approach to beauty and success. Okay, here they feature random products here. It's called the Beauty Exchange. And these are the products, for this issue that they featuring. See, weave care. You see, the weaving business was just starting to boom. And the way you know that it's starting to boom is because they feature it right here in our magazines. Yeah. Take shape. These are some products from Revlon's. Take shape. Revlon's new straightening. All that glitters. There go the gorgeous Felicia Rashad. Okay, from the Cosby Show. When I see these magazines, deep inside, I wish I had that one too. More beauty exchanges here. Okay. So smooth. Flexibility. Okay. The black satin relaxer system. To be honest, I really never saw that black satin, or I guess I didn't pay attention to it. I would say the other relaxers, though, especially the Optimum, because that was the main one I used to use, and then I changed to Dark and Lovely. Dark and Lovely then became you know, more gentle on my hair. But for the longest, I used Optimum, but I think they changed. They changed the ingredients, then they began to rub. The readers poll, you vote the 10 best style women of 1989. And this was my choices back then. Actually, I did this in 2006. I even wrote it there, December 1st, 2006. And I chose my favorite female stars. There's Whitney Houston, Jasmine Guy, Lisa Bonet, Janet Jackson, of course, and Vanessa Williams were my favorites, that I chose. Beautiful Janet here, and Vanessa Williams. Okay. Yeah, I'm just having a little fun, and yeah, I like doing those little, the little games they sometimes put in the magazines for us to play, and becomes a timeline of who were my favorite female celebrities back then, and they still are. Believe it or not, I still love Johnny Jackson and Vanessa Williams, and of course Whitney Houston. Okay, styling tips, styles of the month. Okay. And this is the last page, the back cover. Look at these gorgeous models. These are gentle treatment. Okay. A gentle treatment products. No matter what kind of hair you have. 1989 ad, ladies. 1989 ad of the gentle treatment relaxer system. And here I go. Here I go. Here I go again. The PCJ woman. Okay. That's the last, the cover, the back cover. The PCJ woman. Perfectly relaxed. Gorgeous ads. Gorgeous colors. 1989, the 80s. I remember seeing that picture on the relaxer box. PCJ. There we are. There we are. We're back in the 80s, ladies, for a little while there. We were back in the 80s. Hope you ladies are enjoying it as much as I do. And yes, this was my Sophisticated Black Hair Styles and Care Guide from January 1989 with Jasmine Guy on the cover when she was doing her thing on A Different World, Shari Healy, the model, Robin Givens was doing her thing, Anita Baker, Salt and Pepper, oh, and of course the gorgeous 1989 styles. Thank you, Shima Girls, for joining me. I hope you enjoyed going back in time to 1989. Stay blessed, ladies. Take care.